going to make churros. I love churros, but these churros are extra special. Disney has released their secret yummylicious recipe for churros. Now we have a very special guest that is going to help us make the churros. We have with us Queen Elsa.
Hello everyone, I'm so happy to be here today.
I hear that you make one of the best churros.
Oh, I do love churros. In Arendelle, we have a very special tradition and we love to eat warm churros because it's so cold outside.
Now, besides churros, if you are in Disneyland, what is your other favorite treat?
So, one of my favorite things, besides churros of course, is, it's probably the pineapple Dole Whip. Oh, that is so delicious. I love to eat the float, especially on a warm, sunny day.
That gives me another idea. We are going to go over each ingredient, but first, come here, Suitcake, are you gonna help us? Yeah. Queen Elsa will need your help. We don't want her to get her beautiful queenly royal dress dirty. So why don't you tell us what we need?
So, to make our very special churros, we're going to need butter, sugar, flour, eggs, water, oil, salt, and cinnamon.
Great. Now, the oil, what kind of oil can we use?
We will use vegetable oil.
So let's get ready to do this.
So first, we are going to combine the water, then we're going to add the butter, we'll sprinkle some salt, and of course we can't forget the cinnamon. Oh, Sweet Cake, can you help us out please? So we're going to bring the pot to a rolling boil and then we will reduce it to low. Now we're going to add the flour. This can get a little messy. It's just like snow. We'll continue stirring until this forms into a ball, like a snowball. We're almost done. We just need a couple more stirs, and then we're gonna remove it from the heat and let it sit for 5 to 7 minutes. Now that 7 minutes have passed, we're going to add the eggs one at a time and stir them in. Now that this is done, we're going to set it aside and we're gonna start getting the oil ready. This recipe is for grown-ups. Of course you can come and help, but especially this next part can be really hot. So make sure that you have a grown-up pouring the oil. We're going to heat the oil until it reaches a temperature of 350 degrees. While the oil is heating up, we're going to spoon in the dough into the piping bag. Before we start cooking the churros, I've just set aside a platter, a paper towel, and a mesh spoon so that we can scoop them out and have this ready to go.
Okay, for this next part, I am going to help Queen Elsa because this could be very dangerous. So this is my first time doing churros. See how this goes. So the recipe calls for a couple of inches and you cut it with a scissor. Go ahead. Now you don't want to overcrowd them, so I will do like 5 maybe. One more. Okay. We are gonna let them do their thing. Again, please be very, very careful with this part, even the grown-ups. The other thing that Queen Elsa is doing, this will be much safer too. She is prepping them on a parchment paper, and that will be safer to drop them into the oil, the very hot oil. Once they're golden brown, you spoon them out onto the paper towel. And we are ready for the next batch.
While the rest of the churros are still cooking, I'm going to mix the sugar over here in a bowl, and I'll add the cinnamon to it. Now this is what gives the churros that cinnamony sweet taste. What we'll do is we'll take them and roll them in the sugar and the cinnamon, and then set them aside so they're ready to eat.
You can see we had to improvise. Our start tip was too small. We were going to have noodles churros instead of churros. So we had to improvise and just use the piping bag without any tip. We'll try next time. I have to order one in line that is, it has to be a very, very big one for the churro to get their distinctive look.
But they'll still taste amazing. Great job, Sweet Cake. Here are our delicious churros ready to eat. I'm so happy to share them with you. You can eat them with the cinnamon and sugar, or as I like them, with the dulce de leche dipping sauce. And I have the recipe for you. They're amazing. You can buy dulce de leche at the store, or you can get sweetened condensed milk. And what you're gonna do is turn this into your dulce de leche. So you'll take the whole can and you'll remove the label first. And once you've removed the label, what you're going to do is you're going to boil the whole can for 2.5 to 3 hours. The longer that you boil it, the darker the color of the dulce de leche will be and the thicker it will become. Now we're gonna put the can in water and make sure it's covered 3/4 of the way. We'll bring it to a boil first, and then we're gonna reduce the temperature and let it simmer. It's going to simmer for 2.5 to 3 hours. So make sure to keep checking throughout the process that there is enough water. And once it's done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to be very careful because it will be full of pressure, and if you open it right away, the can will explode. So usually I advise to leave it to open till the next day. If you're gonna need it for the same day, what you can do is you can leave the can in cold water for several hours before opening. So be very careful. And there you have dulce de leche made at home.
Well, Queen Elsa, thank you so much for teaching us how to make these delicious Disney churros. As you can see, they're all gone. We have a few of them left, and we're pretty sure we're gonna fight over these ones. But thank you for cooking for us these beautiful, yummy, delicious churros.
Thank you so much. It's been an enchanting pleasure to be here.
Definitely, this is a churro recipe that we are not going to let go. But should we ask Queen Elsa to help us with another recipe?
Yes.
I would be delighted.
Don't forget to subscribe to Sweet Cake.
And see what we cook next with Queen Elsa. Bye-bye!
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.